Hello everyone, this is Tet from Blades and Blasters, and I am bringing you a character creation tutorial today for Cyberpunk Red, which is a role-playing game that has been in the works for quite a while. It is from the Artel Saurian Games, which did The Witcher, and did Cyberpunk 2020, obviously, and Cyberpunk 2077, which is the video game based on the theme setting of Cyberpunk 2020. So Cyberpunk Red is the role-playing game that's kind of come along with Cyberpunk 2077. And there will be a Cyberpunk Red game coming to Blades and Blasters within the next couple months, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to do character creation for the game. Roll20 character sheet is pretty good from what I can tell, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run us through character creation for this game. Let's get started. One thing, I do have the PDF here, and I will refer to page numbers, although you might not see them, just so you know. There are 3 methods of character creation for Cyberpunk Red, and they are street, edge, and complete. And street rats are templates you can use to put on top of your characters to make it very easy. This is probably good for one-shots, and if you're new to role-playing games, which I don't think you probably are, or you wouldn't be here. But maybe you are, and that's great. You can use templates if you want. We're not going to here. Edge runners is a little bit more complex than street rats, but still not full of the detail you would get from complete packages. But we're going to do a complete package character creation. Maybe in the future I'll do edge runner character creation too, so you can see that. But street rats and edge runners, that's probably good for things like I said, you're new to the game, one shots, maybe NPCs for building those. So let's get started with complete. The first thing you'll see on page 42 for this is a set of boxes with arrows, which is very helpful to tell you what you need to do. Also, all the page numbers, siege page, whatever, is hyperlinked. So if you're doing this in digital format, it's really helpful. You just click on it and it takes you there. So that's what we're going to do. So the first box you encounter is number 1, pick a roll. And it says, see page 29. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So roll. Here you have various rolls that you can do. There are a couple things in here. I'll name a few: Rocker Boys, Solo, Netrunner, Tech, Medtex, Media, etc. I'm not going to go through them all, but you pick one of these. That's the first thing you do. Okay. And this will kind of frame, if you think of it in terms of classes, that's what it is, right, for you. I am going to select Rocker Boy, so that's what I will put into my role here, Rocker Boy. Okay. The next thing you do is you choose your role ability. You see it's there, all those start at 4. And a Rocker Boy's role ability is, I believe it is Charismatic Impact. So put that down. Okay. For now, that's what we're going to go for. And that is on page 143 is where those start. In the PDF it's linked, so it's very easy to find. Now, in each of these roles, you can see more to them, right? More about them, what they do. So each of them have ranks, and we start at rank 4. And so I'm going to just paste in what rank 3 and 4 does in the notes here. We'll see if it pastes in. It does. I'm not going to go through that specifically, but that's the things it can do. So I suggest, when you're looking at what you want your role to be, take a look at your your role abilities and see if that's something that would interest you playing. So we're done with the first box. The next thing to do is number 2 is run your life path, which is always fun, running a life path. So there's a click or a hyperlink says go to page 43. It also says make sure to run both the general life path and your role-based life path. And remember to pick your culture origin language. You get that as a skill at rank 4. So it's very helpful for the small synopsises there of what to do. Alright, and we will run our life path. So I believe that starts on 78 for us, the complete package. Actually, that's not, so we start with the life path at page 44. The first thing we do, so we find, so each table we're rolling a d10 or d6 to figure out our history. Okay. Cultural origin. I think you can probably select if you want. It depends on what your GM will let you do, but I'm going to be rolling everything, so we're just going to roll. Let's see here. This is a D10 table. This is page 45. Okay. 1 D10. 5. Middle Eastern, North African. Okay. So let me see where I put that in here. Life path. Life path, cultural origins, Middle Eastern or North African. Okay, so that's that one. And languages, it also gives you a language you might know. I'm going to do English because that should be easiest to talk to everyone. And I get that in a skill. So I need to come over here and find that language. So right here, English. And I get that at rank 4. There we go. I've done that. The next thing is address and personal style. So these are 2 more D10 rolls. Well, first one's 9. Nomad leathers. And strange contacts. Interesting. Okay, so let me go back over here to clothing style, nomad leathers, and then affection. Where's that one? I don't know where that is on here. I don't see it. I'll just put affection, strange contacts. Okay, fair enough. Okay, your motivation and relationships. Roll 1d10 or choose from the following column. There we go. Indeed. 7. Love. People or obstacles to be destroyed. So, let's see. 1 in each column. So, what do I value most? Love. And then, so we're doing for each column, there's 2 columns here. How do you feel about most people? People are tools. Use them for your own gain and then discard them. It's kind of an interesting dichotomy. People are tools. Okay. Things you value most is the next one. 2. A brother or a sister. Brother, sister. And then most valued possession. Most valued possession is 5. A book or a diary. A book. Alright, the next one, your background. Roll T10, and you can always choose, I think, on these for most part, so if you want to, you can. Combat zoners. A step up from a ganger family. Your home was a decaying building somewhere in the zone, heavily fortified. You're hungry at times, but regularly could score a bed and a meal. Homeschooled. Alright. So that is family background. Combat zoners. Alright. And the next thing we have is your environment. Alright, your environment. A 10. In corporate. Wow, luxury. Nice. That was my childhood environment. Wow. I don't know how that really makes sense yet. Let me do one thing here. There we go. Yeah, corporate luxury. So that's right here. Corporate luxury. Alright. The next thing is family crisis. So family crisis is another D10. Inheritor of a family debt. Alright. That is not great. Family debt. Okay. Let's see what's next. Your friends. Roll 1d10 and subtract 10, minimum of 0, to see how many friends you've made so far in your life. Alright, and so each friend I will roll on a table. So 1d10 minus 7, what do you think it's going to be? 1. Only one person likes me. So, alright, here I'm going to roll the friends. So, 1d10, 3. A teacher or a mentor? A teacher or a mentor? Now we move on to enemies. Same thing, 1d10 minus 7. 2, of course. Of course. So 2 enemies. Let's see what we got here. Roll 1d10. 7. That is a partner or coworker. So this is tragic love affairs. Not exactly. Oh, here we go. Partner or coworker. What caused it? So I roll again. Accused the other of cowardice or some other major flaw. Is that in there? What can they throw at you? An entire gang. Ouch. And then I gotta do another one. Yeah. What are you going to do about it? Yeah. 8. 8 is verbally attack them. Yeah, that's interesting. I think that is best for maybe a choice than a roll, or maybe just not even put it at all, so you have the opportunity to do that in game. Anyway, the next one is, the next guy is another, well, 8, corporate exec. Okay, so we're on this one now, corporate exec, and what caused it? Oh, it's the same one. Okay. Now this kind of starts to make sense, right? It's kind of weird how they do this, and this makes complete sense because what can they throw at me? Local cops or other lawmen, which as a corporate exec they probably can. And then what am I going to do about it? Backstab them indirectly. Okay. If you say so. So now tragic love affair, and this is the same. It's the D10, 1d10 minus 7, 3. Oh my gosh, I am just a busy boy. So how many tragic love affairs? So I roll this 3 times. 1d10, 7 is, oh my god, lover committed suicide. Okay. That's the first one. A lover was killed in a fight. Man, I really have some pretty shit luck when it comes to romance, don't I? And 7. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Man, I am not a nice person to be in a relationship with. Alright, so that's my 3 tragic love affairs. The next is your life goals. Also maybe one that you want to pick, depending on what your what your GM wants you to do, what you want to do as well, right? Some people just like to roll everything. Some people like a mix. Some people like to choose everything. It's just up for you, what you and your GM to decide. I'm just rolling everything at this point to see how it goes. Okay, so this is life goals, as it says, a 1d10. It's a 4. Cause pain and suffering to anyone who crosses you. Wow. That is, no wonder my relationships don't turn out so well. Role-based life paths, very nice in the PDF, all linked. So I'm a rocker boy, so let's go there. Alright, so rocker boy, let's see. What kind of rocker boy are you? So there's different kinds, obviously. Let's go ahead and do that. So that's our 1d10 roll. I am a comedian. Okay, comedian. So the next thing is, are you in a group or a solo act? Choose either in a group or solo act. I think solo makes sense because, I mean, I'm a comedian. Were you once a part of a group? I would say no. Never part of a group. So that goes over to solo. So where do you perform? This is a 1d6 roll. 1d6. I perform in CD dive bars. Okay, that makes sense. This is really, I have to just take a moment and just kind of say this is the absolute pinnacle of how a life path should be set up, right? Oh my gosh, it's perfect. The arrows, look at the PDF, look at your core book, whatever. This is really how it should work. I'm a person who knows a lot about role-playing games, play a lot of role-playing games, like designed role-playing games, and this is really good. This is really easy to follow. I have to say I've done I've looked over everything, but this is my first character that I've actually made, so you are seeing how easy it is for me. It should be as easy as it is for you, plus with my assistance, you should have no problem. Okay, what group is gunning for you? 1d6. Older media star who feels threatened by my rising fame. Oh man, this gives just so much for the GM to sink into as background hooks for you. It's just really quite good. So after that, we've done the life path, we've done our background life path, and we've done our rocker boy life path. Probably in this is not going to be my actual character for the game, so I think I probably would choose some of that stuff, probably none of the background stuff, but maybe in the role specific life path. I don't think I'd want to be a comedian personally. Enemies, friends, I think I'd let that all just go basically random, but role specific life path stuff, I might pick stuff just because that's just very strange. I mean, sure, if you want that, that's cool, but I might pick it. So I mean, I don't think you should be beholden to roll straight down if you don't want to. Okay, the next part, we're going to get into the meat. There are 6 actual boxes, so to speak, 6 parts of character creation. So we're on 3 right now, and the next is by your statistics. So stats in this game are basically your attributes. A lot of times are considered that, so you see them here, right? And you will you're going to buy them with a pool of points. You have no stat higher than 8 and no lower than 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over to so page 72 will tell you what are the statistics. I'm not going to go into everything here. I'm just going to read them for you, just read which ones. So there's a mental group. It's intelligence, willpower, cool. And then there's a combat group, technique and reflexes, a fortune group, luck, a physical group, body, dexterity, and movement. Okay, so those are all your techniques, and you can see them all right here. So this sheet is pretty nice, and it looks very similar to the book. which is cool too. Has the same aesthetic. As I said before, there's 3 ways to generate statistics, just like your character, and one is your, edge runner, and what is the other one? The new one. I already forgot what it was called. It is the street rat. So street rat looks like an array spend, but complete is of course different. So we're going to do complete. That's method 3. Starts on page 78. Let's get started there. Okay. So there's different starting points that you get, stat points. There's a minor character, they get 50. Starting character gets 62, and then it goes up from there. So if you're all wanting to play major heroes, then you would stat them out that way, for instance. But I think we're going starting heroes. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm going to show here. So for a starting character, what the stat points are. This is also very helpful for designing your NPCs, that kind of thing. If you want an Atom Smasher type of guy, you make a major hero instead of starting hero, obviously, starting character. So next thing we're going to do is let's see how many we have technically to do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10 stats. So if I do 6 in each, that would be 62, or I'm sorry, 60. So I'm going to put 6 in each, but that's not what I'm going to end up being. Oh, and it adds it. That's very nice too. Luck. 6, 6, 6. Yes, and there's 2 left over. That's what it should be. So I'm going to consider what is best for rocker boys, right? Rocker boys, they are probably going to be high in social skills. A lot of that stuff, acting, performance skills, that kind of thing. Play instruments, tech though, but I'm a comedian, so we're going to be doing that kind of thing. So I'm going to bump cool up to 8. Okay, for now, this is what I'm probably gonna keep it at this. Why does it say that there's 1 remaining? Oh, because move was 5. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but okay, so I have 0 remaining, so that makes sense. So that's what we'll go with for now, just for the ease of it. So I've put 6 in everything. I've added 8 to cool, so that's as high as I could take cool. And if I wanted to kind of, min-max it, if I was trying to, and I said, oh, I just don't want to be any tech, I could take down to 2, and then I have 4 left, and I could, add it where I wanted. But I'm not going to do that for now. And so you play with that based on your character, what you want your character to be and how they're going to be. But it's up to you. This is not a video on how to optimize your characters necessarily, just how to create them, the basic gist of it. So we'll start there. Now you're going to have your derived statistic, which is really hit points and humanity. So hit points is based on a table of basically it's 10 plus body and will averaged rounded up. Let's see. For us, that's going to be 40, as you can see. It just does the math for you. So that's cool. But if you're not doing the math, it is a table on page 79. So my will is 6, my body is 6. That's 12. Okay. So an averaged it's 6. Okay. So you take 6 times 5. Okay. And so that equals 30, and then you add 10 to it. That's how you get that. Okay, you are seriously wounded when half of your hit points, you're at half of your hit points rounded up, and so it's a good thing to keep in mind. We're not going to get into combat in this video. Maybe we'll do a system tutorial later for how combat works, but right now this is just character creation, as I said. So moving on to now, the way this works, humanity is. Right now, when you start with no cybernetics, it is basically your empathy times 10. So we have 6 empathy, so our current is 60. Okay. Now, when we install cybernetics, that is likely to go down, so we will find that out when we proceed into that version of that part of the character creation. So that was part 3 and 4. Okay, so now we're at skills. This is part 5. There are many skills in this game. As you can see, it's a skill-based system. Skill-based systems are super fun, and so that's what we're going to do. Now, basic skills have to be at least 2, and no skill can be higher at 6 during character creation. So let's go to how you buy skills. It starts on page 90. For complete packages, it's right here. So the following skills must have at least a 2. So this is athletics, brawling, concentration, and then there's some more. Skills in the master skill list with the times 2 cost 2 per. They cost more, so they cost double. So we get 86 skill points to use. We have to put 2 in a certain amount of skills, or several. So I'll do that first and subtract that from 86. Okay, so let's do that right now. Okay, I will go ahead and do that. So athletics. What's next? Brawling. I will find it on the sheet. Brawling. Where are you, brawling? Combat skills should be in here somewhere, right? Give me one moment to find where brawling is. So here's brawling, so that's 2. The next one is concentration and then conversation. Concentration here. Conversation is probably social, yep, 2 there. Education, evasion, first aid. Education, evasion. Education, evasion. Evasion. Education. Oh, they're all bolded. Oh, nice. So they're all bolded. Okay, got it. So if you look at this, everything bolded on here gets a 2. That makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? And it has your skill points too. It auto calculates it. Super handy sheet. Kudos for whoever built it. There's that. There's that. I believe that's everything. Let me make sure. Bold. Okay. Alright, first aid. Alright, so I have 62 left. Alright, and then I get to pick these pretty much how I want. So, now I get to pick. I'm not going to be real particular about what I pick right now, because that is not the 100% what we're looking for right now. So it looks like it's interesting. There's not a total over here. Wonder why that is. I wonder. I don't know. So here we go. Let's figure this out. What I want. So I have 62 more points left. My guy's a comedian. Boy, performance skill. How about acting 4? How about bribe 4? Bump conversation up to 4. Human perception up to 6. Persuasion 6. Personal grooming 4. Streetwise 4. Trading 4. Okay. Very social fella. What else? Business 4. How about deduction? How about moving it up to 6? Gamble 6. And you can see like auto fire. You see how that's ×2 because it costs double. We don't want this guy to be completely terrible with guns, so give him a handgun, a 6. Oh yeah, he definitely is a shyster. So 2 for pickpocket, which is tech, I guess. Alright, so now we have all our skills spent as well, so that's pretty handy. The next thing is buy your stuff. Fitted for the future. So you have 200 or 2,550 EB to spend on weapons, armor, gear, fashions, and cyberware. And then you have 800 EB to spend specifically on fashions and fashion wear. So we'll do that. We're going to do it pretty quick. I'm not really that worried about what I pick at this point. I do want to do some cyberware stuff just to show kind of how that impacts humanity. So let's do this. What about how about neuralware? Okay. So this stuff is pretty expensive. Let me get a tally of my eddies. Okay. Let's see. A brain dance recorder. We all kind of know what that does if you've played CP 2077, but basically it can record your experiences. It's 500. That's let me get over to that stuff. Cyberware right here. Cyberware suite. Look at how cool that is. Nice. So this is a neuralware. Where would that be? Is there a specific spot for it? This would be... Is it considered fashion wear? It is. No, it's neuralware. I guess it would be considered Neuralink. Under Neuralink. Interesting. Yeah, Neuralink. Okay. Let me look at something real quick. So, we'll take that. We're going to do a brain dance recorder. Brain dance recorder. Now this is going to provide, you can either roll it or you can just take the 7 humanity loss. Let's just roll it. It's 2d6. So it could be like way worse than 7, right? But oh, look at that. Look at that. It did not bug me one bit hardly. So there you go. That's pretty sweet. So 58 instead. So that's pretty good. What else? There's just a lot you can pick from, right? How about cyber audio? There's just a lot you could pick. And I don't know that that's actually too helpful here, but I will go ahead and do it and pick out my inventory. So that was 500. So that's all pretty expensive. Let me see. Let me go back here. And what's nice is if you can go back to this page on page 42 where the life path is, you get all link from everywhere. You don't have to scroll through the PDF. It's just really nice. So if I want to go to weapons, I know exactly where weapons are. I can go. So let's do a gun, ranged weapon. Let's do a very heavy pistol. Okay, so that costs some money. Inventory. Where's the weapons? Where are ya? Where's the weapons? Is it in character? Yeah. Add heavy pistol. Oh, very heavy pistol. Very heavy pistol. Ranged. Hit that R button. Nope. Pistol. Okay. Pistol. Damage 46. Ammo 8. is a standard magazine. Rate of fire is 1, and it cost me 100. So not terribly expensive. Of course, you have to buy ammo. Ammo does have a cost. So 10 for 10 units. So if I just spend 100 on 100 pieces of ammo, I guess. Death penalty, nice. Yeah. So let me grab armor real quick. Armor. Yeah, armor's pretty expensive. Armor, medium armor jack, I'll do that. I guess, where does that hit? Is it everywhere? Heavy armor jack with solid plating cone. So, yeah, stopping power of 12, which is pretty nice. It's probably just for that. So let's do that. Medium armor jack. It does have some penalties. -2 F dex -2. I'll just put that there. Field is not big enough. Okay, so that's 1,000. So that puts me at 900. I'm guessing that armor is very important because this system is quite deadly. Let's do something else. Let's do some cyber limbs. What could we do? So we would just need a cyber arm here. So cyber arm, yes, that costs 500 right there, and then that's 7. Oops, wrong. 2d6. Still better. So that gives me a cyber arm. Has 4 slots. I think we forgot to do that in a neural link. I'll go back and do it in a second. 54. I was wondering about that. So cyberware. I have a cyber arm. Cool. And then let's say I want a pop-up shield. That sounds cool. Shield. That costs 500. Let me see. Yeah, so a bulletproof shield is installed in the cyber arm. Can be concealed and replaced when it's 0. Requires a cyber arm. It takes 3 options. Oh, it takes 3. Okay, so it takes 3 of these. 3 or 4. Okay, and that's a 2d6 there as well. Well, I continue to get lucky. No! Dang. So subtract 9 there. So I'm at 45. Let me go back to Neuralink real quick. I can't express how easy this PDF is to navigate, right? It really is. So, I'm actually over. I'm over my monies. So I'll stop there, and I'll just I'll just have a Neuralink, but I'm not going to worry about too much. Just, get what you want. It's really cool. Obviously, the cyberware lowers your humanity either by 2d6. Most are 7 base, some are 3, some are 14. Just really depends what you want. There are tables there, but everything's super easy to navigate. Now I have 800 for fashion wear. I can go and just look at that real quick. So this, what does it do? Let's see. Yeah, it's just your clothes, pretty much. So you can buy your clothes. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. Yeah. So you have 800 to spend on that. You can do that pretty easily. I probably would honestly just do the Rocker Boy outfit, which is I can just take that from the template if I want for the fast and dirty versions. If I'm guessing you can actually flip-flop those if you would like. So you can just do that quick and easy. So we're on the last part here. So page 105 is lifestyle and housing. So that we'll talk about how that works. So this is kind of funny, right? You can pick where you want to live. So you have to pay rent. The first rent's free, but after every month afterwards, you have to spend 1,100 euro bucks. Or you get evicted. And then there's different things if you're an exec, and it's just very different. It's funny of how that works. So you can get into that and see your living conditions and how you're going to do that. It's kind of funny. After that, it says what happens if you run out of money. You can sell your soul. So basically, it gives you some way to get more money for whatever. If you have certain military options, you can get certain things for free. You can join the military. You can take up the life of organized crime. You can sell it to a corporation, etc., etc. And it gives you a couple pages of what that looks like. So it's a very interesting way to get extra money and then build your background as you're doing it. So this has been a pretty quick and dirty explanation of how to make a character in Cyberpunk Red. So I do appreciate everybody watching. If you would like a system tutorial, please comment in the video link and we can get one of those set up as well. So hopefully this was helpful for everyone. And if there's any questions, please ask below. I do suggest the PDF. Wow, it is a really, really well made PDF, really well designed and laid out, and I'm really one of the best I've ever seen, honestly. I have to say that. Just how easy it is to navigate, how easy it was for me to click on one thing and go to the next thing. It's just super simple, and I do recommend it. I know it's pretty hefty price tag, but please, please, please buy these games that you're playing. Do not pirate them. That is just me imploring you. If you want to see good games, if you want to see people make these kind of games and spend their time and effort doing it, you have to buy the game. Do not pirate it. It affects people's livelihoods. It is just super important to do that, especially in this digital world we're living in. So this is my plea to you to please buy the PDF if you can, or if you prefer the hardback. So and that's all I've got to say about that. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks.